I think this is a platform that we need to give energy and attention to. So MC Cuts, thank you so much, and I'm glad to be here. My name is Rama Muyinda, also known as Baba Ra. I'm a reggae dancehall artist, and I'm a lawyer by profession. I'm specified in copyrights, intellectual properties, so I'm a copyright
Stop
consultant.
right there. There's a time I was interviewing Bruce Melody, and he told me something like, there's a time he was signing a contract.
Yep.
He was selling his album, and he called what's that Kenyan group,
Sauti Sol?
Sauti Sol, and he was
Yep.
asking who of you knows an like copyright musical lawyer, and we're like, no, we also get lawyers from South Africa. So you must
Exactly.
be among the few. You should use that.
Exactly. And
There are few musical lawyers in this country.
if the environment we're in was that supportive, trust me, I'm supposed to be, leveraged on. I'm a guy who was really dedicated a
No,
lot for the industry.
You can figure out like how to specify in contracts artists sign.
Yes, I'm
Also
doing
on
that.
brand ambassadoring and record label contracts,
Yeah.
distribution contracts. I've been doing a lot of reading about Jay-Z, how
Yeah.
he managed to do Rockefeller, separate it from streaming. That is what's his app?
Tidal.
From Tidal, separating Rockefeller, Tidal, the clothing line, the performing line, and separating Jay-Z and Beyonce as a brand, and they're
Exactly.
all managed under one company
One
but
umbrella,
different ends.
yeah.
So I think that's one thing. I think as us who started music because of love, we didn't read the memo.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
us who are here for the love and all that,
We've learned on the job.
we've learned on the job.
We've learned on the job, yeah. But thanks, that's a good plan. And yeah, I've been thinking, and because I've been doing it after all, at my level, trying to assist artists here and there. And I think now it's high time that I do it on another level.
When did you study law? Because may find you Vampos Benon, that's the DVA days. You're a young boy.
That is a very, very young boy.
Yeah. Were you studying then?
Yes,
And how comes you're with us every night?
I was in high school, actually, DV8 days. But then I started campus in 2008. That's when I completed, and I started actually my law degree at UCU. And by that time, I hadn't really done anything in the music industry specific, but I managed to get a record deal in my first year, actually. When we registered and stepped into campus, I got Castor, you know Castor?
I know Castor.
Yeah, so he signed us, and my song did well. It was produced by Benon from Swangs. It did well East Africa.
That's in between studying and hustling.
Now I'm coming to where I get into the studying, because now I had just come out of high school. But when I get into campus and do that song, now there comes the conflict of interest. I have the passion for the
what are you
arts,
telling your
but
parents
my
then?
parents are telling me you have to
Exactly.
study.
That's how it works
So
in
that's
African tradition.
exactly. So there was a big battle between there. But I managed to hustle through. It was never easy. Vampino used to wake me up every morning.
You remember that house where we all used to go from Muswangali?
Yeah, Muswangali.
Some sleep in the
Muswangali
garage,
place.
some sleep in the sitting room, some sleep in the bedroom.
I'm just
Wake up
glad
like
that-
we are 15 people
You know,
and we start music.
we start again.
We should have documented these things. I wish somebody had that documentary.
Man, it's a beautiful story. People need to refer
So
to.
fast forward,
Yeah, but
over the years, then the next time I see you, you totally too much into the federation business. Do you join federation as a musician or as a lawyer?
Federation is something new. We started this even before radio left us. You remember Save Ugandan Music? That is the birth of the federation. So I
And
get
most
so
people don't know
disappointed.
that. Let's give them a preamble of Save Ugandan Music.
Yeah.
This was the whole thing. We came out with a campaign. I think we had seen it from P Square.
Yep.
And we said we're going to go to bar, DJ to DJ, play Ugandan music.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
That's the time Mosaic thinks through somebody's laptop
Yeah.
in the swimming
in the
pool.
swimming pool. Cause
So initially there's no agenda, there's no paperwork, it's a bunch of passionate people.
a pressure group.
Yeah, pressure group. Like,
Yeah.
we're going bar to bar, you have to play Ugandan music, tooth
you know?
or nail.
Yeah, and
Then from there, tell
they
them.
actually, it was the battle to say that you guys, we need our copyright to be working. We need the law to be implemented and people start paying for our works. That was the real battle, because Good Life. As in, that was the focus. That was the main thing. But people weren't discussing the real topic. Like it is in Uganda. So many things are just talked about and left there. But when you get to the core business, then it was copyright that we were advocating for. So radio was actually complaining that you guys, you're playing foreign music, but you're paying this music that you're playing.
Yeah.
And then for us, when we come, you're asking us to pay you to play our
money,
music.
yeah. You
So-
always had this thing of Wizkid mwaziba muzanya. You always use Wizkid as-
Okitegera, yeah.
So from Save Ugandan Music,
music, it gave birth to, unfortunately,
me the
Mose.
time I leave Save Ugandan Music WhatsApp group is the time people were trying to attack Kasuku. So I'm seeing people planning to go to Dembe FM. I'm like, Kasuku is my boy. I call Kasuku. I'm like, if you're around Dembe FM, get
Fuluma.
the hell out of there. These guys are coming and they're
Coming
many.
for you.
You won't handle. He
Yeah.
always says that.
So-
So there I lost track. I'm like, it's going to be fighting and all that. I lost track.
It's-
Take us through how it goes to from Save Ugandan Music to there's another waliwo ekyaddawo ekyalimu Silver Kyagulanyi,
Yeah.
Bebe Cool, Silver Kyagulanyi, Juliana, Ragadi. What that step outside?
So Silver Kyagulanyi ekyo yali akoze. That's the time when he opened up what they call the Copyright Institute of Uganda. And this is a body
That was his company?
Yes, that's
Okay.
his company. But still he was trying to establish something
Same
that
issue.
musicians should know their
Their value.
rights, their value, and understand how the industry is monetized. Because we were getting into a digital stage. In fact, we had already crossed, but for us, we were still lagging behind and doing everything analog. So after Save Ugandan Music, the organized entity that came through was WUMA.
Oh, yeah, WUMA,
It is
yeah.
Uganda Musicians Association. So WUMA came through because of COVID. When COVID came and hit the industry, musicians woke up
But by
and they're
then we
like,
were trying to figure out how we can plug into government.
Yeah,
That's when we
yeah,
know it's at
yeah,
National
yeah.
Theatre with Ragadi and
Exactly,
CCF,
UNCC.
something like- Yeah.
UNCC.
So Ragadi and the team plugged us into government and created WUMA.
Exactly.
Continue right there.
Yeah. So WUMA was created because COVID came and hit artists and they didn't know what to do, but they had to come together and find a solution. So now they of course the Bagagaba Bensi Yonna is government. Government has all the money.
All the resources.
Yeah, all the resources. So we had
Somebody may beg to define Agamba. Before government, you were all making money. We had seen the Misaches building houses, the Lutayas building hotels, the Chameleons having mansions in Seguku, Bebe Down already starting. Our lighting has been messed, but we shall continue.
Yep.
Why did you have to run to government, yet it looked like the industry was already making enough money?
The good thing is that you can mention the names. So it was
Let me
only
set
a
the light a
handful.
bit.
It's okay. It was only a handful of artists who have, and that's how the industry is still up to now. If we talk about real mainstream artists, you may not mention more than 50 mainstream artists in Uganda who can be called for shows that are really valuable. In Kampala, you may not even mention 20 or 30. It's the same musicians who are performing on the same stages. The rest are just, let me say, seat fillers.
So you're saying these few, you felt like it had to be bread
Weren't
divided amongst-
representing the entire, yeah, you know, and these are individual benefits. But now we are saying, okay, if there is a Ministry of Education, because now creative arts is an entire sector that government taxes and benefits from. But all the years, there was no way government was investing into
the sector.
the sector that they
So
are
we
pulling
should give
resources
credit
from.
National Theatre, Ragadi, Emma Carlos,
Exactly.
and the team there for
Ragadi
plugging
has
us
to be
into-
given big
because
big
he was
respect.
so big into plugging us into government.
Exactly.
Then the rumor came before even the federation is made. They're stealing our money, UPRS. They are stealing our money. They're going to Museveni. Then they came in where Bebe Cool got some money. And initially, that studio, I personally went there and he said it on live camera on NBS After 5. He said you can pick the camera, you can come and record, but you record, you pay some electricity because there are bills
Yep.
being paid. And when you rent the camera, it has like security and the person who controls it, you pay them. That interview is somewhere on my YouTube channel.
Yep.
So when they started complaining that Ragadi, Bebe, and people were going to the president and picking money and it wasn't helping the industry, that's when federation issue comes through.
Yeah. So these people were government. We were surprised at some level when we engaged with President Museveni, and he was informing us that he has been investing in the industry. So everyone
When you
who
have the
was
first
approaching
encounter
him,
with Musei,
with Musei, it was 2023.
how did you get there? Because we had
20
never met. You remember Musei was more like Bebe,
Yeah,
Ragadi.
exactly.
People used to go to General Sale in Gulu.
Yeah, exactly.
How did you people engage with Museveni?
That is
Who
after
took us there.
It is Kenzo. It is
Kenzo.
Kenzo who took musicians to President Museveni to say that musicians have come as a block, as a sector.
We now united.
Yeah,
together.
because all these guys were going there individually. This
So
one
at
gets
this
a
point,
billion
are
and
you-
he says it's a wompa and kuyamba industry. n'abulirawo
pocket it.
olinajja. So Bebe Cool's reasoning is actually authentic. It's okay. The way
beginning
the
was
way
okay,
he
yeah.
explains it, he says for him his lobbying has always been, if you invest into the big artists, you would have invested in the entire sector. You would have saved a lot
Why
of
only
money.
the big artists? Why do you
That's his reasoning. He feels like if you push these guys and they make noise out there, these other young ones will follow up, will definitely pick up. It's like the same mentality of saying wembe anakaimba nekakubayo abantu bagenda goberera ennyimba endala. You know?
that formula, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
his kind of formula, and I
Like
think that's
let-
how he
let-
has done most of
let
his things.
Wizkid come, then Burna will
Ah,
come,
then
Davido will
will come
I think
and
we had
all
the
that.
blueprint of Nigeria. We had seen how
Exactly.
P
And
Square
he has been there, so I think-
Two-Face had pulled P Square pulled
Pulled.
another bunch of people. So where is the part when you disagree with Cindy? Because they and then we see Eddie has a team at Alu Suits. Cindy says, I'm not joining you. There's time of Saha, you voting and all the trackers.
Yeah.
Where did the disagreement come from? Because it seems like we're all chasing the same goal.
So good thing is that I'm the guy who has the facts. I was
Okay, let's start from here. When do you start officially working with the system? Did you work with WOMA at one point?
Yes, I was
Now
the
let's
head of
start from-
legal.
Okay,
at
now
WOMA.
let's start from WOMA.
Yeah.
What makes you leave WOMA in the meetings you had, board meetings you had, and say, you know what, I'm going with the federation?
Before WOMA, we had formed Solution Ugandan Music.
Who is that?
That
You.
is Yaya Moze, Ragadi, Yaya Moze, and me and some other, Grace Nakalema, some other artists.
didn't hear of that one.
You did hear of it, of course.
It's called what?
Solution Ugandan Music. So, because there were so many entities, everyone was so they
So
we
everyone was
said,
chasing their own
let's
bread
make a
right now."
solution now. Yeah. So we came up with that one, and that was now COVID in the amidst
How
COVID.
far did that one go? How long did you last?
It actually gave birth to WOMA.
Oh,
All
you
of
were
us
the first one?
who are the
Oh,
the
joined.
leaders of the solution thing ended up transferring to WOMA and making one
For somebody who's
unison.
out there, when you say you're on
Yeah.
the legal team, what is the legal team doing now? Let's start from the joining, the
Yeah.
WOMA. What are you signing? Where
So
are you
WOMA
sitting?
is
What-
legal team. My office was definitely formalizing the registrations, ensuring that we have the certificates, writing proposals, introduction letters to the different ministries, and all these other negotiations that we had, chairing also most of the meetings.
what's in the paperwork of WOMA?
And I
Who are
was
you
working
sending these
directly
papers?
under Silver Chagulanyi, because Silver
He's a
Chagulanyi,
lawyer,
yeah,
he's
he
an
was
advocate.
a senior to me.
So you're doing
So,
all the paperwork and reporting to Silver
yeah,
Chagulanyi.
consulting
you have all
with
these
him
documents
and
with him.
yes,
Just in case
exactly.
of record, they come for us. We have documentation already.
exactly.
So these
Yeah.
documents, as a lawyer, were going to a Ministry of Gender. Where were they going?
Yeah,
to Parliament.
Ministry of Gender, Ministry of Justice,
Give us a brief. What
Parliament.
were you writing? What were you saying? in
We
these
were
letters?
introducing ourselves to the government, because government has been saying for a long time the industry is disorganized.
Yeah.
The issue from General Salim Saleh was the industry is totally
Disorganized.
disorganized. So he had to take us into lectures for almost 3
That's
weeks.
in WOMA before even Kenzo.
Yeah.
Federation.
It's very unfortunate that I had approached Kenzo then, and I told him, please come, we need your energy, you've brought a BET, blah, blah, blah.
Let's join forces.
Ebyo tebijja kukola mubeere mu bintu byammwe ebyo. And I was shocked at the end of the day when he was saying mujje twegatte. But anyway, that's a story of another day. Yeah.
So all this time you're also talking to General Saleh.
Yes,
is your
yes,
guideline,
yes,
your
yes,
patron
yes,
kind of
yes,
person.
yes. Because we went for relief. It was COVID times, remember?
I remember you also
yeah.
went to Gulu.
So
I was just
many of us
disappointed
were
that the promoters were taking over all the flowers.
exactly.
I
So
remember
because
doing
for
a
them they
speech
were
there and I cried and
they
I
were
just
saying
walked
they are the
out.
ones who own the industry
Yeah,
because
the ones
they've been
and they lied
organizing
in
the
front of
shows and
Geno.
all that.
It's us who fund the artists. It's us who give them money. It's us who take them to studios. Like
exactly.
I can't sit in there. I was with Maritina. I was like, you guys, me, I'm driving back to Kampala. Like, I won't stand here
Yeah.
telling lies with all our pains.
You know?
Because some of us have invested in this business more than we've invested in our own children.
You know?
Yeah, our life
Exactly.
has all the little money we made. So break it down when WOMA, because you're inside WOMA, you know
Yeah.
everything that's going on.
Yeah.
When does WOMA say we won't work with the federation, and when
So-
do you leave WOMA to join the federation, and why?
Yeah. So what happens? We get all the formalizations, all the government support. We receive 100 million from microfinance to support the WOMA SACCO.
I remember that money.
Yes. So
The
we-
one where I think you went to regions, open
yeah,
offices.
we were, yes.
Yeah. I
The
remember.
same template that the federation used is what WOMA had done. So, but because WOMA was not regional based, it was national based. For it was saying wherever you are, you can come through. If you're a producer, if you're a songwriter, you can, come and do that. There was no
Let's even first go
categorization.
back to there. let's start from Uma. You welcome. Did you welcome music managers?
Yes, we did.
Writers?
Emma Carlos was representing them.
Writers?
Yes,
Producers?
writers. John K was there. Producers. Renex was there.
Dancers?
Dancers. We had all those representations. Yeah.
So
So,
the breakup. When do you get
the
a
breakup
divorce all of a sudden? And
comes when it wasn't even a breakup. It was a resolution from the Gulu meetings. General Saleh, we write as WUMA. General, why is government sponsoring the federation without looking into WUMA, which has existed for 4 years, when the federation has just come for 1 year? So we take artists through the COVID period and we come to 2023. When it comes to 2023, we start engaging UCC, URA, and all this.
That's
because,
still WUMA.
Yes, that is WUMA. Because Ragadi had reached a level where he had convinced Parliament that now, yes, actually he had lobbied for over 27 billion for all the musicians.
You're serious?
Yes. This man is a guy who really wished good for all of us, I believe. So he had convinced them and we were attending those meetings. But out of the blue,
the federation, that was one of the names that came up. The
the federation was formed on the basis of blackmail. Blackmail, totally. Yeah. What?
Because I
Of
remember
course.
the
What?
the UPRS story.
Exactly. Even Muma, they never tulisa sente. Ne bagamba fina yali ya 400 million nani kyokka nga Cindy akwata mu nsawo ze. Barbara kwata yekyebiri transport kwata lero weekend okoze nnyo kwata kumyere her own money. Fina her own money.
So you're sounding like you divorced a woman you love, because why did you
we
then
did
leave?
not, that's why I'm saying it wasn't a divorce. It was
so
actually
how
an
did you
agreement. Yeah, let
As a lawyer,
me just break
how
it down
did you
for you a
jump
little
to
bit.
the federation?
So when the federation was formed, we placed a complaint, and I personally, an intention to sue the government and the federation
For what?
For forming it illegally.
Why
A federation is formed by associations.
that everybody knows now?
The federation was formed by 3 people.
Who and who?
I don't know if it's okay to mention them here. Is it okay?
Already mentioned them.
Okay, yeah.
You're
So
not the
the
person.
federation
They will sue us
is
with
owned
Bebe.
by Shiba, owned by Kenzo, and
Palazzo.
no, Palazzo is actually not one of the initial owners. He is just a director, but there is a third person who is in the shadow. So that one, sija kumwogerako Bebe Kura bimanyi. Yeah, but Shiba, Palazzo, and Kenzo are almost the owners of the federation.
Had you seen this paper as a lawyer before? That
No,
the federation was
not yet, but we were quite sure because we had already done a mapping, a national mapping and the regions, and we knew that we had the clusters and the offices in those regions. So there was no way there was a new entity which is going to come and say we are a federation that has associations.
Because we already made
We
the
already
associations
made the
there.
associations there.
Good, beautiful.
So what these guys did was to start making new associations.
Where did it leave the old ones?
They,
I'm even asking, why don't we go back report to General Saleh, Uncle Saleh?
that's what happened.
Uh-huh.
So I write the intention to sue government and the federation for forming it illegally and also investing in it. Because remember, when they formed it like today, in 2 days, Prime Minister Nabanja went there, gave everyone 5 million. Everyone said chikozechi.
That is what
Uma bulijje tubba
that is what they call technical
bulijjo.
know-who.
Why?
Who was in position to know who?
Yeah,
I
so
remember, yeah.
of course, I believe General Saleh is a very technical guy, and he quickly reasoned out and is like, these people might have a valid case.
Yes, yeah.
They called us to Gulu.
Who did they call to Guru?
Uma. They
Only
called
Uma
Uma.
without the
Only
federation?
Uma. Only Uma. The federation had already received money. They already, we were in a small space, like an office at National Theatre.
I remember.
Remember
I
like
went
an
there.
office,
Yeah,
yeah.
Ragadi invited
And these
me there.
guys were given a full hotel just out of the blue. Baba, so it was a big shocker. In fact, I didn't sleep like for I think 3 days.
Because you people had been doing all the
It was
groundwork.
so
yeah.
disturbing, traumatizing, because we had done everything. Well, like these guys are not serious. And when I was telling the Cindy's that, you know, the step we can
I
take.
once had my friend of mine saying, Nze bampita Musuza. Do you know what Musuza means?
Akusuza.
Yeah, yeah,
Of course, so, and he has pride in it though.
yeah.
He also said this, yeah, I know. So I was telling Cindy, Musuza, I was telling Cindy that yo, bana bantu bachikoze naye legally we can do what? Catch them. And we shall be reimbursed.
For the time when you have all this anger crying and you swipe to Alusi.
Saleh calls us to Gulu. We spent a week there. Unfortunately, Cindy did not attend the meetings because she was in South Sudan, but she was following up everything. So we went there. So therefore, we had gone for a day. We went into day 2. General is like, no, you people stay around.
I need your information.
I need to understand. So we stay around. Third day, he asks, like, Muinda, you said you're a lawyer? I'm like, yes. He says,
he
come
knows
here.
You by name.
He knew me by name. Well, he had researched a lot. So he's like, come. He called me out of everyone.
Why you are doing this is now broke. We shall get there. But remember him.
Yeah, very much.
After all his work, this is what the most certain part about this industry. We'll get there. Yeah, stay here.
Exactly. So he calls me in front. He's like, are you sure you want to sue the federation? And I told him, General, we have a very, very strong case to present. Serious? Yes. And I told him, General, the only issue that can solve and bring back sobriety in the industry and unity is for you to strike a balance.
Between
if you leave the federation to continue working and then you disregard us who have been serving these artists for over 4 years.
We've been here back and forth and we show you the work with
yes. Then trust me, you're going to cause more harm than good. He's like, Then he asks, so what do you want me to do?
Is that open-minded, yeah?
Open-minded, very, very open-minded, and very informed, because he taught us a lot that we actually didn't know.
Even in your own business?
Even in our own business. Wow. You know, and he was insisting.
That means they're done his survey
you show me how you guys make money. And we didn't have those answers, you know. We are all talking about YouTube, but we don't even understand how these things work.
You know? Your eyes, there's money here.
There's money here. It's like, even the money you people have been giving in Gulu is your what?
Money.
Is your money. Do you know how much money government has for you, for the creatives? That has just been there sleeping. You and DPs, what?
You're serious?
Yeah, he's like, you know. So he says, what do we do? I bring back the question. I tell my people that we have come with Banang. General is asking now, you bring suggestions. So everyone say, General, favor to work sente. Blah, blah, blah. General is like, I'm tired of this shit. He has had it a lot. So he says, Katiloya, Ovado Gambotia. So I tell him, General, my suggestion would be that you call the federation. Yeah. Let's call the federation here.
On a mutual
and
table,
we sit on a round table and resolve this once and for all. And he's like, should I? He tells Ragadi. Ragadi was there. He tells Ragadi kubira Kenzo. Ragadi is like, General, when mukubira takwata simu zange, gobo mukubira. He's like, you call him. So Ragadi calls. He calls it like, olaba esimu teriko. So the phone was like, let me give you another number. So General gives Ragadi another number.
General has Kenzo's personal number,
yes,
other number.
Yes, he had another.
UK number usually.
I think he had that other number. So he gave it to Ragadi. Ragadi calls. And just like in 3 beeps, Kenzo picks up. And you know how he picks up? Wanji baba wange. After Ragadi, yeah. After we had all said, so we were like, maybe Jenna, so se kolachi. Kubira muweleza ka message namga ngenda bagenda kukubira bakuli bubi.
Kenzo bakwata
So Kenzo nakwata yesebo. Ye baba. Namga General yangambe kukubire abawuma bazeno nga bakayana okay. Yes General. General nabakusimu. Kenzo olirudawa. Yeah. So General asks Kenzo and Kenzo on the phone says Andi Kampala. Then General is like, kati njagala ojje eggulu. Njagala okwate leadership yo, ojje nayo, eggulu eno, bano abawuma bagala kutwala mu kooti. Bagenda kusiba nno. Wafunye sente. General tetunafuna sente. Ate nga bangambye mwafunye sente. Because the money was what? Already in rumors that bagenda kubawa sente. Ate ffe tebatuwadde. So General tells Kenzo that njagala ojje ne tiimu yo. So Kenzo is like, okay, Jencha. Then General is like, engeri encha jeri Saturday, sagala upape kuvuga mangu. You come on Sunday. Muje ku Sunday, then we shall meet on Monday.
All along General is telling you people stay, I must facilitate my stay.
Yagamba nze, I'm building the Gulu economy. Sajja nga tutekako sente every day per DM. Nga balina tuwayo per DM awo. twali about 18 naye waliwo abatwegattamu nga tuli eyo ne tufuka about 25. So yeah, nga kusasulira accommodation ne babawa meals ate ne babawayo ne kasente.
So let's go to Eddie comes.
Eddie says, okay, I'll come on Sunday. So they come on Sunday. Monday we are meeting. Hey, we leave the meeting. Fenanga to go, hey, okay, hey, tuli happy. Kale.
Can you tell us what you shared in that meeting?
The one with the federation?
The one with Saleh, the federation?
Yes, of course. So when they come on Monday, we meet early in the morning, and when we reach the funny part, this one sija kabuka. Twatuka, and we were seated generally, and their funders come and they're like, so which team is this? This is the Uma team. Hey, tubamanyi mubadde we muli bulijjo. So mwe mutuule eno. So they told us to sit on one side, ne bagamba abagenyi bagenda kutuula on the other side.
What are they calling Bagenyi now?
The federation, because for us we had been residents in Gulu for a whole week. So they say the federation will sit on this
You're
side.
making it sound like a movie. So we have to sort something here with sound.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they separate. These are empty seats waiting for the guys. For us, we are here. But now on our team, we have Fina Masanyalaze, we have Jeff Ekongot, we have KS Alpha, we have me, we have Ronald Mainja, we have
That's a big team, yeah?
Gerard Chiwewa, we have producer Renex, we have some printable, some names, yeah. But mainly the older generation, yeah. So we wait for these guys. So we were seated like 30 minutes. Hey, these guys had slept around also, they had already arrived. We just see cars coming in, Range Rover, Patrol, Mpenkoni.
Boys came in like stars.
That was the first.
They show fund.
We are the real business.
This is
you
the
know?
business. This is the
Yeah.
show.
So Coco Finger, Fix Maika, Gravity Mutuju, Grenade, Bonaba, Chameleon, DJ Michael. Hey, Chameleon yayingira jeno na imukana mu salute. General ye amuyita jeno na ye. Nawe banywa kafege kabwe bakanywa bonna. Awo nengamba Chameleon, much respect. But of course I knew most of them on the other side, and I was just ignoring, but I was this side, yeah. So we begin. The meetings get heaty. Bano bagambye mwe muli ligo. Munyonyole, how are you created? General Ragadina agamba, General, mbadde nsaba abazze okulopa be baba bakola ki? Basooka, then bano be defending.
Yeah, that's how it has to work.
Then General is like, hey, okay, kati bano batubulire nga tutandika. The federation was formed by only 3 people. Blah blah blah. It is illegal. It doesn't have associations. Blah. Kati nga tumala nga jena agamba eri side eyogere nga Kalumba yimuko yo CEO wawe nga atandika nga agamba first of all kyebagamba nti tetuli registered mu URSB balimba general kubanga bagenda okujjayo bwe bati dashboard ng'ekiro bakozeza updates okumanya nga banange this world is difficult.
What do you mean by updates? Nga bakoze updates?
All the loopholes we had spotted out in their system bichi nga bazifixings. But we had done that research up to that date.
But
up
me,
to Sunday night.
Had been there. There was a lot of lawyers coming. Naliku Federation.
Yeah.
Because in Amala there were so many people coming. Lawyers, ministers, intellectuals. We used to have meetings up to like 10 with Mami.
And worst of all, government had put a clause to registering any company that has the word Uganda and national. Like it had done that like a year ago.
And you people didn't know.
And no, they had already, we knew. Those were one of our issues. But they had registered the federation as Uganda National. Nga both words babibwali nokubibwa baite batusookayo
muri Uganda music
anti naye government yali yateeka stop on any company
to
be registered.
That light is really messing us up. I don't know if we'll be seen, but tukusojje kwatira for this conversation to continue. It's not favoring us. Okay, you keep talking. I change it again.
Okay.
I don't want you to look back and the girls say,
yeah.
The government had already.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Look at it. So.
Say that again. I'm looking at the preamble of that.
Yeah. So government had already put a stop to any company being registered with the word Uganda or the word national.
Why?
Because it was now. I think there were so many companies out there in the private sector that were posing as government entities. Remember, if you have Uganda National Examination Board, Uganda Bureau of Statistics,